Next, honestly, I thought this was big, huge news for me to see, but it was huge news not for the reason. Let me just say the topic, just to get out here. The Utah Jazz is being sold to the Qualtrics co-founder Ryan Smith for $1.6 billion. Now, these are the costs of these teams nowadays. NBA teams, they are not going for cheap. Teams in general are not going for cheap. I could imagine what a baseball team is going for, because I just heard a few contracts a few years ago, $500 million. You get what I'm saying? Not $500,000, yeah, $500 million. I think I was correct. 500,000 for somebody for 10 to 12 years. So they're throwing money out the wazoo to keep some of these players. So to just assume the type of value that one of those teams is worth, but yeah, I'm sorry. So the Utah Jazz just got sold for $1.6 billion. Now I bring that up because the Clippers, and I'm bringing it up because I'm like, yo, I feel like this is a cheap sale, because hold up. Yeah, right here, yeah, he sold the Clippers for $2 billion. So I was correct. So Ballmer bought the Clippers for $2 billion. And at the time, the Clippers were, I personally don't think they were nowhere as good as say the Utah Jazz. The Jazz say they right now are more, say, a contender than they were probably 10, 20 years ago from their golden years with Stockton and Malone. But at the same time, when you look at it for, say, today compared to where the Clippers were, I think their best product was Blake Griffin at the time of the sale. Man, I'm not sure. Let me see. That was, say, give or take, if this was 5 years ago, yeah, I think it was Blake Griffin and maybe Chris Paul. And we all see what Chris Paul panned out to be. Granted, he's still a great player, but I'm just, being honest here. He never really lived up to what any of us thought he was going to be as, say, an elite floor general, point guard, championship, multi-ring competitor. No, all those boxes are unchecked. This is not slander. This is just facts that are on the table. But when you see that sale from then, from what they had with their pieces and how they were competing, and granted, I don't think, and especially if you look in the last recent 2 to 3 years, especially with the Jazz, they have made at least second round playoff runs on at least the last 2 years they made it to the second round or better. So to see that, because they knocked out OKC one year. I remember that. So, but the point I'm trying to say is that to see them take that climb and they're be deep, at least to me, I don't know if it's the coronavirus. I don't know if it's the team, their pieces, or just the market. But for them to go for almost $500 million less than what the Clippers went for, because you take that 100 million off, or however you do the math on that, yeah, and it'd almost be $1.5 billion compared to the $2 billion sale that the Clippers went for during the controversy. I don't know, maybe the Clippers did have a good playoff team. I'm not sure. Hold on. Let me look that up. 2015 Clippers roster. Let me see this real quick. I got to see what the 2015 Clippers really was looking like. They had Cole Aldridge. I had Jamal Crawford. Okay. Jeff Green, Blake Griffin, Wesley Johnson, DeAndre Jordan, Chris Paul, Paul Pierce. What? JJ Redick, Austin Rivers, Lance Stevenson. Wait, is this the right roster? Hold up, maybe I just put my foot in my mouth. Maybe this team was a little bit better and more stacked up than, say, what this Utah Jazz team is. But let's look at this Jazz roster real quick. Hold on, Utah Jazz roster. Let's see what they look like right now. Are they a competitor on the set? So they got Rudy Gobert. Ooh, they got Bojan Bogdanovic. I don't know why I got excited for that. Tony Bradley, Jarrell Brantley, Jordan Clarkson. Okay, Mike Conley, Donovan Mitchell. Okay, Juwan Morgan, Rudy Gobert, Ed Davis, Emmanuel Mudiay. I'm not going to lie to you. They have a nice, steady lineup of good young talent. But to say this roster got me more excited than, say, the 2016 Clippers roster, no. 2015-16 Clippers rosters? No, I'm probably bugging. I apologize. I probably look like a fool right there, and I didn't even light the blunt. So, that's on me. But yeah, just to finish the article, the Utah Jazz, along with other sports and entertainment properties, are being sold to the Qualtrics co-founder Ryan Smith, Larry H. Miller group of companies, announced this Wednesday passing, depending when you read this or hear this. Including in the pending transaction are the Utah Jazz, Vivint Arena, okay, the National Basketball Association G League Salt Lake City Stars, and management of the AAA baseball affiliate Salt Lake Bees. All right, so they're selling all of that for $1.6 billion. So honestly, I don't think I'm wrong. I think, this is either a bad deal or a devalued team if you're going to look at and this Clippers sale, I think it was at least in the last 5 to 10 years. Hold on, when did the Clippers get sold? I'm looking at 2015. I may not even be correct. I mean, when did the Clippers get sold? All right. 2014. So he bought it in 2014. Okay, yeah, so 2014, I was looking at the 2015 roster, give or take, they had some of the same pieces, added some pieces, but this transaction took place, it probably got finalized in 2015. Can we say that? Because, something of $2 billion, there's a lot of, the FCC got to get involved. I know there's a lot of stock and money being moved around, but just to empty that thought out there, and what did he buy? Yeah, the LA... And if he only got the Clippers, hold up, yeah, the boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it doesn't really give me too much info here on what else was bought with the Clippers, but yeah, it definitely didn't say they sold the Clippers, their G League team, their AAA affiliates, another their arena, and all these other things. So I'm not sure if Donald Sterling I'm pretty sure he's not welcomed in the arena. So, but that doesn't mean you still don't own the arena or get kicks back from the arena. So I'm not sure. And then again, I don't know the fuller inner workings of this, but this is an interesting deal when compared to the Clippers deal of 6 years ago, because that's less than a decade ago, and this team sold for almost $400 million less, and with about 3 to 4 extra affiliates and arenas and perks thrown in. So just to have that there, that was a lot to get off my chest, man. Let me get a sip of this water. I'm hyped and charged, man. I'm hyped and charged. I'm sorry. I'm hyped and charged.